All right, what's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to the KC Sports Report. As always, I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and we're going to take a look at the top 3 free agent wide receivers that are currently on the market. So the Kansas City Chiefs might be on the move for a number 2 wide receiver. And to a lot of different people, that sounds like an interesting move, but when you really think about it, the Chiefs are in need of a wide receiver number 2. Now, I get it. They got Tyreek Hill, who's an obvious number 1, but I personally don't think that Mecole Hardman can be a number 2 wide receiver. I think that he is just not capable of taking over that role, and guys like Sammy Watkins and Demarcus Robinson are both free agents that I don't think the Chiefs will bring back. So that means the Chiefs are on the move, and they're trying to get somebody else to replace Sammy Watkins. And I have 3 options that could be very viable fits for the Chiefs. Now, the first one is A.J. Green, and A.J. Green has had a very successful career with the Cincinnati Bengals, in which he did not win a lot of games. So I think that he would want to come to Kansas City to prove something, to be on a winning team, to have a chance to win a championship, and I don't think that he would command that much money. Now, he is 32 years old, so he is getting up there in age, but I think that for the production that we could get from him at a relatively cheap contract, I think it's worth it. I really don't think that he would command very much money at all. Last year, he had 523 yards, which I get it. It's not a lot, but I don't think that we need a ton out of this guy, specifically when we could get more production out of some of the lower guys on the list. I think that if you divvy up the receptions between Tyreek Hill, let's throw A.J. Green in that mix, and then Mecole Hardman, add Byron Pringle to that list, you're going to get enough production. The problem is Sammy Watkins was a number 2 last year, and he didn't play. So I think that any production from this guy would be a constant upgrade over Sammy because he just didn't do anything. So I would be totally fine with going out and acquiring A.J. Green. I think it would be a good fit. I think he wants to win. And at the end of the day, I think that he's a talented player that we could milk the final good seasons out of him. I really believe that. Now, the next player is Juju Smith-Schuster. Now, this name carries a lot of weight. And a lot of people don't like this guy. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't understand why. I think he's a very talented receiver. A lot of people knock on him for the locker room presence he is. They say he's a cancer. I mean, if you guys have been following him, he does a lot of TikTok dances. He has a very outgoing personality, which to a lot of people seems like he's a cancerous guy, but I think that he's just very comfortable. I don't think that that would necessarily be a problem, but my issue with this is he's still young. And by that, what I mean is I don't think that he would come here on a cheaper contract because he's coming off of his rookie deal, and that's when these wide receivers make the majority of their money. So I don't think that you could pay a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster a team-friendly contract and he'd want to win, or he'd want to stay here. I think that for right now, he's going to want to go somewhere that's going to give him the most money possible, so I think that's probably going to rule out the Chiefs, but I would not be against it if you throw an offer out there. He's one of the top free agent wide receivers on the market, and I think that he's kind of slipping through the cracks. I don't think that he's carrying the same weight as like a Chris Godwin or an Allen Robinson, but maybe you could pick him up, and I think that that'd be a very good number 2 option. In Pittsburgh, the knock on him was that he did drop a few balls, but not as many as Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool kind of took over as the number 1 and 2 wide receiver on that team, which kind of surprised me a little bit. So I think that Juju Smith-Schuster's talents just kind of got forgotten. And I think that whether it's the Chiefs or some other team, they're going to get a very good receiver with Juju Smith-Schuster. So if I'm the Chiefs, I'm throwing an offer out there, but I don't think this signing is very realistic. Now, the final player on this list, and in my opinion, this one has the best chance of happening. The Chiefs should go out and try to acquire TY Hilton. Now, a lot of people might say he's old. He's how old is he? He's 31 years old. He's got a few injury problems. He couldn't really stay healthy. My biggest concern would be the injury problems. But after that, I think that this guy would be an absolute steal. If you could get this guy as a number 2 wide receiver to go alongside Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, oh my goodness, this receiving core would be stacked. It would just be unfair. I think that a lot of people think that he's washed, when in reality, he was hurt last year for a little bit, and Phillip Rivers just did not throw to him. He went to his other receiver in Michael Pittman. I don't think that he even gave TY enough receptions. So I think that if you put him in this offense, I get it. He is getting up there, but the good thing about TY Hilton is he wants to win, and I don't think he would command that much money. So at this point, the Chiefs are trying to find team-friendly contracts, and out of the two out of the three people that I named would take a team-friendly contract, and those players are AJ Green and TY Hilton. Again, I would love Juju Smith-Schuster, but I don't think that's realistic. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you guys think down in the comments below? I personally would be down to get any of these receivers or anybody that could help out this offense. I think that Sammy Watkins really just did not do anything with us last year. He couldn't stay healthy, and when we needed him the most, he didn't do anything. So, I think that anybody would be an upgrade over him, but we've got to find somebody to keep Pat going. I know it. He's got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and all those weapons on offense, but he is missing a reliable number 2 wide receiver. He just is. Sammy Watkins proved that he was not that guy, and Demarcus Robinson wasn't any better. So I think if the Chiefs could go out and acquire a number 2 wide receiver, one of the guys that I mentioned, or somebody else, the Chiefs would be primed to make a deep playoff run next year. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram for more of the latest updates on future videos, as well as instant Chiefs news right after it happens. You can also support the channel via the Patreon, as well as buying merchandise from the KC Sports Report store on Teespring. The links to all of those websites will be in the description. You just listened to the KC Sports Report, presented by Michael Darcy.